So here's a video for your machine. Here's the hydraulic shear. In the end, this is the shear. There's a limit switch on either side, which you'll see that operates the shear forward and backward. On this shear blade, this is the center shear blade, and it has 4 set screws to adjust how far out and back it is. What you do not want to do is ever have the side blades crash into the center blade. If you do that, you're going to begin to shear these bolts off, which are shear bolts on this arm. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the machine. This is your forward reverse, and this is your on and off. That's for the electric drive. Right here we have the hydraulic motor on manual, which you can adjust it a little bit at a time, or on automatic. And on automatic, when the material goes out the run-out stand and hits the limit switch, it will automatically shear off. You start and stop on manual forward here, and forward and reverse on your manual to operate that. Here, of course, is your motor and your entrance feed. Now, what we're going to do is show you, here's your jog and your emergency stop to get started. We've loaded some coil on this, and when you start your coil, you want to cut a big notch on this to feed it. So you want to come in, you want your center part to be about 6 inches, 5-6 inches, and tailor out here up about 10 inches on either side. This has a manual crank to begin to get it started, and so we'll begin to feed this material through. You can see that these guides on either side are what keep the material straight into the machine. So you always want to make sure that it's fitting down into there as it's coming out. Okay. You push it under the front wheel there as you're going through. And at that point in time, he begins to hit the jog button. Now, it's going to feed up. These are guide rollers on either side where you can see it'll guide the material. You need to make sure you go through that so that your material comes in straight. Material feeding in there now. Right here it begins to go into the lock former. Okay? As you go through the lock former, station, and you want about 5/16 of an inch on the one side and about 2 lengths similar on the other side, on the double bend. So we'll take it through the rest of the machine here. Now watch it carefully. We missed this roller here. We're just back up a little bit. Okay, and need to push that in. We had this adjusted for back up a little bit. We had this adjusted for 22 gauge, and so the adjustment for 24 of this roller here is just a little bit different. Okay, take it forward. You'll see that it's starting to form the lock right here. These 2 rollers make the L bend fit into the S bend, and then it begins to go into the lock forming station here. So you're jogging it through now. Everything goes okay. So as the material goes through the lock former and the dimpler here, it's going to come up to the shear. And we're stopping it right before the shear because we want to show you how to adjust the shear. Take that off. And manually make sure the shear has clearance on either side. Okay, because you don't want that to crash into the center. Now, you can check the clearance. Make sure that you have clearance in between the sides. And if you don't have enough, we can adjust. Okay.
Yep, that looks about right.
Okay.
Close.
All right. Okay, so we're going to hook that back up again. And we will move that forward, and first of all we will then manually shear it off. So, going manual, so, and you hit start, and that starts the hydraulic motor. So he's just jogging it through, and then it cuts the sides.
When it hits the limit switch, it will not go any further.
Yeah, when it hits the limit switch, it won't go any further. You can fine tune, adjust this as you want it. Right now we have it set all the way. So go then. Once it goes there, he hits reverse, and it will begin to crimp the top and the bottom. And it falls off.